Alright, Art Slugs, welcome back. And today we are going to be going through my watercoloring book. I was gifted this watercoloring book years ago, and I really didn't use it much for watercoloring. I mainly drew on it. I did a few watercoloring, so the drawings that I actually did with it are all in my folder, so if you watch my folder videos, you'll end up coming across some of them. Besides that, I did a few sketches inside here, and so there's only going to be a few, because the book, I've made most of the pages I tore out whenever I used them. So there's going to be a few sketches, and that's what we're going to look about and talk about today. So let's begin. Here's my mixed media. Alright, first page blank it looks like. This is actually before the time I would do the first page, few pages blank, so I have to double check to make sure there's nothing in. I had a little thing I was starting to do as a watercoloring. You can't really see it on the camera, but it was kind of this waterfall, and I thought about watercoloring it, but never got to it. Alright, here's a drawing where I have these. These are more new since the time I got it. These ninja characters and these women, so I was trying to get their poses done. I think this looks pretty good right now. I did not think it was good at the time, so I went, nah, tried to do another one, did this one, and I liked the pose. Or maybe it's because my feet were in the wrong angle. As you can see, take a closer look at that. I think it looks pretty good. Blank page. Let's see what else we have. Aha! Alright. This picture, this is really cool. So, it was kind of during COVID. I usually don't like to draw characters with COVID masks, because I have my whole thing against COVID and the conspiracy, all that. But let's not get into that. This and the masks, okay? There's one time after COVID, and everyone was wearing masks and stuff, and I usually hated it because I never wore a mask. I have the record of not wearing a mask during all of COVID. So when I go into stores, I wouldn't wear a mask. And when anyone tried to question me, I would come back to them with more questions, and I'm kind of an intimidating person. I'm not really a big person, but I'm very intimidating, I seem to be. So a lot of people and my different family members that get stopped and all kinds of things that they had their issues with, they had to deal with just getting to Walmart or something like that. They didn't give me that problem, especially when I started entering a conversation with them and talking them in some legality stuff. So anyhow, I usually didn't like seeing anyone in it, and it's just kind of like a But there was this really cute girl that I saw. Alright? And she was in there, and she looked like an anime character. She had pigtails. She was wearing this mask, and she had almost looked like pajamas, but different shapes, and then she was wearing this pink hoodie and these kind of pink pants, so she was wearing all pink. And she had black hair, and she really looked cute, and she was wearing this mask, and the mask had something cute on it. I'm like, whoa. And I saw her at different times, different locations I was like, wow, she looks really cute. She looks like an anime character. So when I ended up cutting home, I went, you know what? I want to draw her. I remember what she looks like, and I got to draw her now if I want to remember, because that looks like a perfect anime character. I got to draw that. So, I do have my first picture right on the top left, her straight on. Then I have her in a nice, excited pose. I looked up a pose because I'm like, oh man, she has to be in a fun pose. She seemed like a pretty happy person. She was a pretty short girl, so like it fit the whole anime vibe. I did from the back side of her head, from the side view, and then kind of want to give her a motion of looking angry, which as you can see right here on the right, you know. And so I kind of love this picture because it reminds me of that time that I saw her, because I flash back to it all the time. And it was such a clever character. I've never used this for anything, any story, but I keep it on for one day possibly creating it, you know. The encounter I had with this random girl at Walmart is what I call it, you know. Random girl at Walmart. And that is it. I had something else in there, but I don't remember what happened. Like if my page tore out or something like that. So it used to be farther down towards the back. I had something, but it's not there anymore. So, that's basically it. It's very short, but I hope it inspired you. See, when you go to Walmart and you get inspired and you see things, or you go to anywhere and you see it, draw it. That's the thing about us artists. We just love to draw. So take advantage. And if you feel inspired, do it now, because you're going to forget. And you'll be able to use it in the future. I have not used this at all, but I still have the option to come back and use it anytime I want. And that's the greatest thing. That's why it's smart to create a bunch of OCs to be able to use them in stories you create in the future. Ideas of videos you can create. All kinds of things you can do. So as we always say, Art Slugs, do not be a sluggard. Be a slug. Inch forward. Keep getting better. I hope this inspired you. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Art Slugs out.